Hello and welcome to my story of a lifelong learner. My name is Keith Rocky, and I have four parts to this very brief presentation that I will try to keep under about 5 minutes. So I'll start out with where I'm from, where am I now, and I also have some questions underneath each of these slides. Where do I see myself going, and my conclusion. And this picture on the right was taken last August on only the second time ever I've been to Chicago in Wrigleyville, and it was an enjoyable time, so I'm using that photo on this first slide. So where am I from? So the question that I picked was, where are you from geographically and culturally? How has that shaped your life so far? So I grew up in the military. My father was in the military, so we moved around a lot. Our last station where we lived, our last fort, was Fort Huachuca, which was in Arizona, and we had lived there early on when I was about 5 or 6. I think I went to kindergarten at Fort Huachuca. So my parents loved southern Arizona. Cochise County is about 10 degrees, 8 degrees cooler than Tucson. They really enjoyed living down there, and it was a good time. When we grew up down there, we lived there, moved there, went to Japan, started in Fort Huachuca, then went to uh, Japan for 5 years, and then came back to Fort Huachuca, and it was a great time for us. Moving around a lot. My father is half Italian, and we did spend 3 years in Italy when I was growing up. My mother is largely white, Caucasian, and the the interesting thing about their relationship was it was considered biracial when they were dating in the 50s and 60s, because my dad was real dark skinned Italian, and my mom was white, very pale white. I think these experiences have shaped my life very well, because I'm very open-minded. Um, I see differences as opportunities and not deficits. I am a first-generation college student. I'm actually the only person in my immediate family that has a college degree, and I have an associate's, a bachelor's, 3 masters, and 63 units towards a PhD in curriculum instruction. So, in many ways, as a middle child, I think that is one reason why I was so focused, because I had an older sister and a younger brother, and my younger brother was not planned at all. My parents wanted 2 kids, and then my brother appeared 18 months after me. So I think my personal history, growing up in the military, valuing education, valuing reading, valuing networking, and having relationships really did shape my academic and professional pursuits. I'm a librarian by trade. I've had my MLS for about 16 years now. I've been a librarian those 16 years at a couple different institutions. At the U of A, I was the liaison to the library, working for University College early on in my career about 20 years ago. But I think all of this, higher education, having worked since 1997 in higher education, 25 years, not quite half my life, but pretty close, has really helped me develop this appreciation as a lifelong learner. This was an interesting question. Where do I see myself going? And what are some milestones or intermediate goals for the next 5 years that will help you get there? Where do you see yourself academically, uh, professionally, personally in 5 years? Now, I can finish my PhD if I wanted to. I would have to retake some classes because I stopped taking classes in 2009. So that was 13 years ago. And I have explored completing that, but at my age, at 59, Where do I see myself going is probably retirement. I mean, that's probably the next phase in my life. I'll probably work 5.5 more years till I'm 65, because I just, well, 5.75 years, because I just turned 59 in July. So I do see myself, teaching. I will retire and I will teach someplace as an adjunct, either online or in person, either at the University of Arizona or Pima Community College, or I've done work for Washburn University, Arizona State University, and also Emporia State University. So I think I see myself still helping and teaching in the classroom, but on a limited basis. Honestly, becoming a teacher at the University of Arizona again, and having 50 freshmen and seeing them back to back, from 9 to 9:50 and 10 to 10:50 every Friday, or at least 13 Fridays, two down, 11 to go. I'm very excited about this opportunity to learn from them, to grow as an educator, and hopefully help them, matriculate and work through the U of A system. They're just finished their second week of college, right? That's an exciting time. In many ways, I would like to go back to that and maybe fix everything that I messed up. Regret is pointless at some point, right? And because you can't change things, but if you can help someone else, they're gonna fall down and they're gonna get up. They're resilient, but if you can empower them with your narrative, I think that truly excites me, and that's why I really enjoyed the opportunity to teach this course.